Welcome to the athletic grounds here this evening for the Junior Championship, and if you can see, we are going live from the pitch side. Tony Bagnall just juked in there, the Democrat, to get a... Well, he wanted to just juke in on the whole thing here.
He just wanted to get his name on his face on the box.
Here this afternoon and this evening in the athletic grounds, creating a little bit of history, JJ, where we have Ballyhegan, who last won this in '95, and Cranchigo, who won this in 1982, the first and only time they ever won the Junior Championship. And now they're rebranded as Thomas Davis Newry. So whatever happens here this evening, we're going to have a lot of history, mate.
Oh, it's brilliant to see both teams with such great history, and as I say, Cranchigo coming through from a modern team in Armagh, bringing everything to the game.
Well, look, there's no question about it here, and the crowd is gathering here. The teams are over on the far side getting ready for the pre-match parade here this evening, and we look round and there's a brilliant atmosphere here in the athletic grounds, and I suppose from our point of view it's very, very good.
Oh, it's great to see Ballyhegan again. I have a son lining out for them, maybe not starting for them, but they're Ballyhegan, a big part of our lives. And again, it's great to see the Cranchigo guys up. Don't know much about them, but I do know they're a modern team and they've got modern assets, and to be here in the final, not their first year, but in a very start of their history, it's great to see, and it's all good from there on.
Well, as I was coming in, Pat Courtney, who's the president of Thomas Davis, was getting out of the car. He's 93 years young. His grandsons are playing here this evening.
Brilliant.
And he's just absolutely bouncing.
Oh, aye, you can feel the whole place beginning, the atmosphere beginning to build up from everything.
Well, there's no doubt about it. And as you look round, we can see lots of people from Ballyhegan and from Newry and from Cranchigo and all. So, John, we're looking forward to a brilliant day, and good luck to the officials here, because this is the first of our three finals here in the athletic grounds, or as I would say, the ecclesiastical capital of Ireland. I don't know, we just don't know how this game's going to pan out. We did see Ballyhegan scoring a couple of brilliant goals last week.
Well, they've got their kid Rock there, and Conal McKeever there, number 14, who's been brilliant for them so far in the championship. Again, other strong players coming through, Mark Hughes, Jack Rafferty again, but as I say, great team, great strength. So we haven't seen Thomas Davis really at all.
Well, okay, here's a little bit of history. Carl Kimmins, who's affectionately known as Archie,
right,
played for goals for the Armagh senior team back in the day, and he's still playing here. And Thomas Davis have a wonderful new pitch up in just below the railway line at below what you would call the Red Bridge, and they have huge potential, huge big scheme ahead, a massive big construction project in the mountain pad. Hopefully it'll come to fruition. So it's a brilliant day, and I suppose from an Armagh point of view, to have a team from Armagh who is factually coming out of Newry will be brilliant.
And another good thing is, don't forget, if you've got any friends that are across the water or anywhere else in the world that want to watch a football match this afternoon, dig into Linwood's TV. We're streaming, everything's live, and it's going to be a good match, I hope.
Well, this is going round the world, JJ.
Round the world.
From pole to pole, post to post, from Ballyhegan to
wherever. Ballinasloe.
Ballinasloe. Well, the Ballinasloe horse fair's on fairly soon here. So I know from Ballyhegan all the way right across to America, Australia,
Vietnam,
New Zealand.
Cambodia.
Yeah, and we have a couple of people out.
And now we've got the band coming round.
So listen, we'll take a break here. We'll go back down pitch side at half time, but we'll now go up to and we'll bring you the match live. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Well, you're very welcome back to the athletic grounds where both teams have completed the walk around the field. The national anthem has been sang, and now we are ready to go for the first of the finals here in the athletic grounds, the ecclesiastical capital between Thomas Davis Newry, well, affectionately known as Cranchigo, but they want to be known as Thomas Davis Newry, and it's brilliant that they're in the final. And Ballyhegan, well, Ballyhegan won this in 1995, and Cranchigo won this in 1982, so history will be made here in the ecclesiastical capital here in Ireland. There's no doubt we have to welcome everybody into the press box. Paddy Savage here, John Morrison, and our own Sean's in the background. He'll be tweeting quicker than we can talk. But we now wait for the referee to throw the ball in, and the referee is Philip Conway from the Grange. So here we go. The first final in the athletic grounds this year. The ball has been knocked forward, but it's picked up here by Ballyhegan in the middle of the field. Tries to offload the pass, but again, big midfielder there. Rafferty pushing it down into space. Corner man comes out, picks it up, drives forward. This time it's Marley. Marley, a famous Ballyhegan name, driving forward. He offloads the pass, comes back to Marley, checks inside, puts it up in the air, and the first score of the game is scored by Paddy Marley, the captain from Ballyhegan.
As you say, there's a lot of history in that Ballyhegan team. Paddy, son of Noel, played many games for Armagh, and that's
and of course his sisters
all. Herd book.
Yeah, the sisters all play for Armagh in the ladies' football. So Carl Kimmins, more known as Archie, who played for Armagh away back in the day, takes a little short dink ball out, but the defender drops that one. He picks it up at the second attempt. That man's wearing number 29. That man is Declan Lloyd. Declan has come in. He was away for a while there, and he's come back for that one. Played for St Paul's in the McCrory and what have you. But now Thomas Davis have the first free up the left-hand side, but they give the ball away. So Ballyhegan playing towards the Cathedral end. There's a bit of a breeze blowing that way. Tackles coming in from behind. The referee has indicated that that's a free, and Mark Hughes was pulled to the ground. The referee says that's a free on the 45, straight in front of the Cathedral end goals here in the athletic ground. So JJ, I would imagine this should be a score.
That's it. We should think so. This is Kid Rock from the Ballyhegans, answer to Kid Rock, Colin McKeever. And he seemed to set himself up, scored very well, scored in the last couple of games.
And of course, another famous name in Ballyhegan, the McKeevers. Puts this up in there. Oh, and he's pulled it to the left and wide. Well, that should have been a score, but it's gone to the left and wide. And
yeah, it was a great upset up play from Jack Rafferty there, coming straight across, looking to place the ball diagonally to his man rather than trying to play straight.
And of course, if you're watching this game, whatever part of the world you're in, you can let us know here this evening, and you can tweet us out on the Armagh Facebook page. Let us know where you are, and we'll give you a wee shout out here as the game progresses. I have to say a very special hello to Pat Courtney, 93 years old, and he's here this evening supporting Thomas Davis. He is the president. The ball comes out underneath us, and there's a great catch in the middle of the field there by Ryan Williams. Williams goes hand to toe. He bounces the ball, looks up, kicks the ball down the left hand side here. Lovely pass down the inside left. The ball goes into the centre three quarters. Lee Courtney, Pat Courtney's grandson. Lee Courtney has opened up from. There's a man on the inside of the ball comes from, but Courtney tries to put this one in, and it's gone to the right and wide. And Courtney, JJ, would have been better just slipping that over on the left hand side.
He's given a 45. That umpire sort of he's signaling for a 45. Must have took a deflection as he took a shot off the Ballyhegan defender. The referee's given the 45, so Ballyhegan just ready, getting themselves set up. We're ready for a kick out, but they have to reset themselves up to defend this 45. Again, great evening. The smoke across the road from the houses going straight up in the air.
So there's not much breeze blowing here in the athletic grounds, but now we have a chance to see Ken Thomas Davis draw the match. The corner man, Phelan Finnegan is kicking this one. Phelan on the 45. So this is well within a good free kicker's range. Puts this one up, but it's going to drop short. Ball is skidded off the surface. So again, the Ballyhegan men stand it off.
The big full forward there, Murphy. He offloads the pass all the way back to the wingman, Courtney. Another Courtney. 3 or 4 Courtneys playing here. This time he gives the pass all the way back to that man wearing number 28, and that's Conor Loy. Conor Loy, good footballer, one of the young footballers from Thomas Davis, driving forward. Ball is up in the air, and again, that's 2 to the right and 2 wide.
That's 2 ways that was sort of setting themselves up, and they weren't really under pressure in any of those 2 kicks. Again, Ballyhegan just don't seem to have come out as strong as they did in the first couple of matches that we've seen them. They're taking time to get their shape. Johnny McKeever will put this probably long.
Well, again, another famous name, Johnny McKeever from Ballyhegan. In among the orchards, Ballyhegan is nested. The ball comes out, there's a tackle in the back, and the number 7 came in a wee bit later, Jordan King. Jordan was a wee bit late in that one, gives the free away. This time it's James McIntasney.
We'll have to say James Lee, number 10, has been brilliant for Ballyhegan so far this campaign. There, he's on the ball again now.
Well, Ballyhegan seemed to have settled that wee bit more, but then this time the ball comes off. The big midfielder, Jack Rafferty. Jack pushed the ball out, but Cranchico Courtney goes forward.
He's
There's a man on the outside.
He's playing one boot.
Well, there was a bit of a sandwich there, but Courtney's still going forward with the ball, still going forward, still has his hands on the ball, pushing the ball down all the way. He waits on it, picks it up, but then there's a huge tackle coming in from behind. And that time, again, it's Declan Loy and Conor Loy, both Loys playing. Thomas Davis have a chance away over on the far side, but he slipped and fell over there, and that's Stevie Traynor. So Stevie, well, good recovery there, a little tug on the jersey there. The referee says play on, and Courtney just was smothered up by 4 or 5 men in blue, but the referee was given advantage, and now Thomas Davis has a chance to put this one over the bar.
Yeah, I think both teams are taking the measure of each other. Maybe that's what it is in the first few minutes, but as I say, Ballyhegan usually come out really strong in the first couple of minutes, but are just standing back waiting to see what's there. It is a final, so they'll want to make sure they win it.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and as I did say, Jack Courtney, the president of Thomas Davis, he's 93 years old. He's here this evening watching his team. The ball's dropping down, and it's just, well, that was a good one there. The goalkeeper come out with that one. That ball just, well, it was hanging on the cross, but the ball
it was
is
David
broken
Murphy
down.
put it in there, so it hung forever, but Johnny McKeever underneath it.
Way over on the far side, Courtney checks inside, offloads the pass. There's a man on the inside, still running, puts this in, and this time is it a score? It's over the bar, and it's a draw match here. 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
It was either Conor Loy or Declan Loy scored that one.
Well, we can definitely say it's definitely Loy that scored it, so that's for sure. So it's all square here. 5 minutes and 47 seconds gone in this junior final. The Sean Quinn Perpetual Trophy on offer at the end of this game. Can Ballyhegan pick this one up? Can Thomas Davis, for the first time in their new facilities, their fabulous facilities in the west end of Newry, just below the Red Bridge on just this side of the Newry side of the railway line. The ball's coming down, broken off again, just a bit slippy out there by sliding, the slip and tackles coming in, but that's great work. Big midfielder pushing it forward, so this gives Ballyhegan a chance to attack. Well, I was going to say he's going to offload that pass, but he's still calling for it. There's 2 Thomas Davis men in the inside there, and again they need to settle themselves. Oh, that could have been, I wonder would the referee, if that had went into the back of net, would the referee let that go? He's let it go.
He's let it go for a point, yeah.
The point stands. Well, that was a great save by Archie Kimmins. He used all his experience there, because if that ball had ended up in the net.
Yep, the referee, we thought it called it back, but he let the full advantage go.
I tell you what, that was a... We have replay here. No, we didn't. We thought we were, but we didn't get it. The boys are slipping up behind us here. But Thomas Davis, again, the ball sliding off the forepass. There's no question. Ballyhegan have settled here, whereas Thomas Davis are a wee bit slow to settle. So, right just in the middle of the field, along the sideline here, the Ballyhegan men have a chance. The corner man comes out. Conor Morgan thinks that down. Conor, well, he's supposed to be out playing corner forward, but he's out sort of playing as a sweeper road, so Morgan go forwards. He offloads the pass to the wingman. There's a man on the outside, gives it inside now. A chance for Ballyhegan, 2 or 3. Well, he's again, men slipping all the time, probably wearing blades here. Loy pushes that one inside. Again, McWilliams way over on the far side, being pushed away on out, away towards the old entrance to the canal, to the athletic grounds here, but well, Cranchico, they're nearly running out through the gate over under. They need to pull back up the field here, and it comes back to Archie Kimmins. Archie Kimmins passes the ball, so Cranchico, Thomas Davis, Newry, they have repelled that attack. They're coming forward. Tackles coming in late from behind. Loy pushes this one all the way down. Again, the ball spills out, but Ballyhegan have a man to scoop the ball up and drive forward. Pushes the ball back inside this time too. Lee pushes the ball in again, away over on the far side. Ball spills out. Tackles going in. The ball is picked up, and a chance now for Ballyhegan. But that man Morgan, he's coming out. He picks the ball, offloads the pass, and back to Morgan. Checks inside, looks up, gives the ball back to big midfielder, goes one way, or the wing half forward, McKeever pushes it in, and again as we have seen, Jojo or JJ or whatever, the ball goes left.
Oh, whatever I'll do, no, but as I say, down into that goals, your favourite goals, you just love it to go wrong, but he knew as soon as he kicked it.
I know John Morrison would say it's probably bad technique, but I keep saying it's the magnetic pull of the scoreboard over under that big sign, because the ball just seems to always go to the left-hand side for some strange reason. But here comes the Thomas Davis man, up the field, the corner man, McDonald, but the referee says he overcarried the ball there. Well, a wee bit rough on the corner man there, but he needs to get back because, again, great bit of work here. And he came in from behind. Great bit of work there by the wingman. The wingman that time was Jordan King, but he gave the ball away to the big midfielder, Mark Hughes. Mark Hughes, he's been tackled by Loy. Again, Loy puts the tackles in, but it's back to the big midfielder. He pushes the ball back to the fullback. Back to midfield, back to the corner man. The corner man, McIntasney, a famous name, and there's a famous weaver down there, Bosco McIntasney down in Lurgan, but it's not Bosco out there, it's James. So Ballyhegan going forward. Morgan, he comes in the inside. There's 3 Thomas Davis men after him. He offloads the pass to the far side, checks on the outside, goes on the long way around the big midfielder, and the full forward McKeever puts it up in the air, and he puts it over the bar. Super score.
McKeever, brilliant score from that young man. He's been just excellent this whole championship from outfield and in.
And Kimmins gets the quick ball out to McWilliams. McWilliams gives the ball inside. McWilliams sort of playing as a sweeper role. Well, the tackle's coming in here. Very, very tough. Back out there to Finnegan. Finnegan pushes it long. Little bit of tugging of the jersey. The referee spotted that one. Courtney's jersey has been held. And Morgan has gone back to Mark.
Yeah, 100%
Courtney.
Right with that decision there. Just let the ball run.
Well, we can see from here
the
jersey was being tugged, so it is a free. So Thomas Davis have a chance here to build. Again, quick ball inside. Out comes Loy. He spins round his man, goes forward. This time, Declan Loy. Well, he checks one way. He's looking for support. He holds on to the ball. He tries to go forward. He puts it down to the left-hand side. Ballyhegan man just came in there like a 747 trying to land. He missed the ball, but a chance here. A chance, and the ball. What a save there by Montgomery. And McKeever, the ball's up in the air, the ball is over the bar, and that time McKeever, he stopped a certain goal.
Yeah, it was Ryan Courtney for Currency Code. Brilliant save by Johnny McKeever. Once again, we'll probably have it in the highlight, not sure if it's on or not. Here we go.
So Ryan Courtney was driving forward there, and what a save there by McKeever. But this time Ballyhegan, it's 3-2, and there's 10 minutes, 47 seconds gone here. Raverty offloads the pass this time to McIntasney. McIntasney's gone up the middle. There's a man on his inside. He gets the pass now, the wingman. He's driving forward. He puts this up in the air, and that's a super strike from the boot of Rory McKeever. So a brilliant score there from Rory McKeever.
Yeah, it's number 5. Brilliant.
And of course, their stats is all coming up. Possessions 10 apiece here. 5 attacks to Cranchigo, Thomas Davis, and 7 to Ballyhegan. Number 5 scored that one, and that was Rory McKeever. So Archie Kimmins pushes this one out, way out on the far side. Great pick up there by McWilliams. Dinks the ball down towards the left-hand side. Courtney comes out. He picks it up, pushed it all the way down towards the corner man. Way out on the far side. Little bit of a push there, but the referee spotted that one, and we called it before it actually happened here. So the referee has given the free.
Yeah, it was quite a team free and Stevie Trainer there, but they'll set themselves up this one on the attack. Lights are on here in the athletics ground, so well, it's getting near the evening time.
There's no doubt, and of course, thanks be to God, there's no sun shining over the top end of the house there, because it's very hard to see out here. But this now gives the men from Thomas Davis an absolute chance here, and David Murphy will be trying to get this one over the bar, well within his range, but it's very, very tight over on the far side. He probably could have stolen another couple of yards if he had been cuter, but he puts this one. It's going to drop short. It's going to come past everybody, and out comes, well, Courtney gathers this one up. Ryan Courtney, well, Ryan was being pushed out there. The referee standing beside it, and he's given a free in. Yeah, so it's coming out to the 13-metre line here. So again, the Thomas Davis men have settled a wee bit now here. JJ,
bit of a team free there to give away.
Well, he was fouled, to be fair to him, so the referee was very, very close.
Phelan Finnegan taking this one from the 13-metre line on the left-hand side here onto the scoreboard.
So it's an acute enough angle here. Can he get it over the bar? We wait to see. Can he be putting this one over the bar towards the Dalton Road end? And he just leans back, puts it up in the air, and the game, well, it's nearly all square. It's 3-4, and we have 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes gone here. Both teams have settled into this Donnelly-sponsored championship. Live game here in Linwood's Armagh TV, brought you round the world, and you can tune into any part of the world that you want to. Again, Ballyhegan driving forward, this time with McQuaid way over on the far side, pushing the ball inside this time too. McKeever, James McKeever, he's on his knees, he gets up. Referee has indicated that that's a free. So again,
yeah, pushing it back there, but Ballyhegan men reacting, loading the square. Hopefully Paddy Marley standing in there.
Well, as we look at the flags is slightly blown to the right hand side here, down towards the corner. So I would assume
it's Conal McKeever on the ball.
McKeever would loft this one up in the air and see will the wind take it in.
I think that reset move there, Paddy Marley moved in to try and take that quick ball, but Conal's going to have a look at goal.
Well, he's going to go for it here by the looks of things. And well, as I said, he takes it short. He gets the he's looking for the return pass.
Yeah, Mark Hughes has it.
Yeah, and this time again, Cranchigo McWilliams, he's wearing number 8, but he's actually sort of playing as a sweeper role, and he's very comfortable in what he's doing down there. Offloads the pass, ball goes back to Kimmins. Archie Kimmins, his sister Liz is here this evening supporting him and hoping that he does well here, and knowing Archie that he probably will. But the men from Thomas Davis, they're coming up the field with the ball. They're looking for somebody to make the run. The ball comes in over the top. Courtney, he gets this one. Lee Courtney, he drives forward. We had him at the under-14 development squads a couple of years ago, and he's as good then as he is now. The ball comes back to the other Courtney. He's looking for someone. There's men behind him. He offloads the pass this time back to Ryan Courtney. Ryan Courtney drives forward. Ryan Courtney, Finnegan to Courtney, and away over on the far side there's I don't know about that. Jojo,
did he give the free? The McGlinchey give the free for Conor McGlinchey? I don't know whether it was a free or not, but the referee sees it. You wouldn't agree with it, but again, if you're pushing the back, you get pushed in the back.
When John Morrison sort of questions that, we sort of say, well, anyway, Paul Nixon, another famous Ballyhegan name, has hands on the ball there. He offloads the pass this time to Mark Hughes. Mark Hughes, well, again, another foul here, and Cranchigo, Thomas Davis, they need to watch these unnecessary fouls, Jojo, because they're
young Crozier gave that away. It was unnecessary, as in he was keeping the man out, he was pushing them out towards the side. But we've seen from Ballyhegan, they can shoot from anywhere, and they've definitely got men like Conal McKeever again. He's going to set himself up to have a dig at this one.
Well, I suppose from a pure footballing point of view, from a club point of view, from both these teams, the whole secret is to be in this game at half time. So we have 15 and a half minutes almost gone here, and it's 4-3 in favour of the men from Ballyhegan. Their field is nested in among the orchards just down there, up close to where the Battle of the Diamond took place. The ball is up in the air, and the ball sails over the bar, so that puts Ballyhegan 2 points ahead, 15 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, another great score from Conal McKeever. Can't say enough about that lad this year, as he's just been putting them over every match that we have seen. Again, can't really compare.
The ball comes out this time, Loy. Well, it spills off on. But then Finnegan, he drops that one. The ball spills out. The referee has indicated that that's a free. So back to McWilliams. McWilliams gathers the ball up. He looks for runners coming in. The corner man comes in. John Bradshaw. John was a very young player when he first lined out for Cranchigo, and he's still playing. So Cranchigo, Thomas Davis from the west end of Newry. Armagh football being played in Newry, which is brilliant from an Armagh point of view. This time Ballyhegan gather this ball
Roy
up.
McKeever on to
pushing it into Morgan. Morgan looks for the pass. He gives a pass inside. This time Rafferty drives forward on the outside, tries to put it in the boot, and he tries to pull it in, trying to get it across, and it's gone to the right and wide.
Well, I think Thomas Davis will be glad to see that, as you say, trying to keep things tight.
The umpire has spotted something, but it's okay. I think maybe he was thinking, was that over the bar, but it's gone wide.
I would just say it's important for them to keep the score. It's important for the new team to come in against, a more established team, but keep the scoring close.
So the ball goes wide. Kimmins pushes that one out again. Ball breaks over on the far side, but Ballyhegan are picking up break balls. Again, handy enough free to be given away there. Again, the referee's going to move the ball up, and this time it's well within McKeever's striking distance.
Or even the goalkeeper might come up for this one if he's feeling as if he's...
Well, no, he's not. He's staying up. McKeever's coming for this one. It's 45 metres out, slightly towards the left-hand side, and if he puts this one up in the air and lets the wind do the rest and gets it on direction, this ball could sail over the bar. An unnecessary free to be given away. So McKeever puts this one up in the air, leans back, gets a lot of elevation in it, gets a lot of direction in it, and a super strike from the boot off McKeever.
Yeah, 30 seconds gone again. Conal McKeever, that's his third score in this half, again from a set piece.
And Kimmins goes to kick this ball out, and of course, as we look out here,
so it's double scores, 6-3.
The ball's broken down, but again, the corner man.
Look how deep he's playing. Look how deep McTarsley is.
Yeah,
he's just right in there. Again,
there's a man on the outside. There's a man on the inside there. Ballyhegan seem to have men over from every direction here. Thomas Davis are very tight, very bunched in here. Again, the ball's coming down, and it's gone out to the right.
Yeah, it was
and
Paul
wide.
Nixon hit that one, but again, it wasn't wide. Paddy Marty followed it the whole way right to the line, so that shows how eager they are. There's nothing going to go to waste in this Ballyhegan team. Again, the score 6-3 coming up with 18.5 minutes gone.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and of course, this is going to be a huge 10 minutes for either team here. So Kimmins pushes that one long. Again, beats everybody, but again, as I said before, there's a Ballyhegan man for the break. Ballyhegan picked that one up. McQuaid, he looks up, the referee says that's a free. You can't sort of slap left and right. So Ballyhegan have this free.
They just seem to sort of be playing a different sort of positional play than Thomas
there's a
Davis
man on
who
the
are trying to
outside
drop
here.
back in.
McKeever's on the outside, but he doesn't get the ball. There's 2 or 3 men.
Strong
McKeever
man.
goes on the inside. There's a man on the outside. McKeever goes past one man, puts it on his left foot, puts it up in the air, and he probably would have been better just pushing that ball over to the right, because there was 2 or 3 Ballyhegan players going down the right hand side.
Yeah, it's the second time Rory McKeever's put that ball across the gap, but again, there was a follow through tackle. Thomas Davis didn't give up on that ball, even though they knew he was going to take a shot. They kept with him, they kept enough to put him off, and of course it went wide.
Well, Archie Kimmins will be kicking this one out.
I have to say, looking down on it, Damien, it is so man to man. It is scary down there, isn't it? Everybody's keeping tight. Every Ballyhegan man's got a man.
Ball's coming out. Ligas after that one, and he
jump.
raised to the clouds, but he brought the ball down for the Ballyhegan centre half back. The ball is in over the top. This time it's the big midfielder Rafferty. He took a shot earlier on. He just goes past 2 or 3 men. That's a free every day of the week, and he knew exactly what he was doing. So a little bit of panic stations in the Thomas Davis defence there.
Well, I have to say, that was sort of Jack Rafferty through and through. He knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly where he was going. Basically drew the foul because he knew the first man hadn't tackled him, the second man tackled him, so the referee got no option. Again, Kid Rock on the ball.
Well, there's no doubt about this. The Ballyhegan men are starting to get their mojo into action here. 20 minutes gone, and the score is 6-3. It would now be 7. So McKeever puts this one up in the air, and he's put it over the bar. It's gone over the bar. Well, there was a wee bit of a discussion there, but it definitely went over the bar.
We sort of looked at those 20 minutes, yep.
So it's 7-3. There's 4 points in it here, and Crenshaw, well, they've a man gone down. I would say this is probably a wee bit of gamesmanship here, trying to take a bit of take the sting out of the Ballyhegan men going forward. But
yeah, but it's a great example. That's what I'm saying. Ballyhegan are fit for it. Ballyhegan are up for it. Thomas Davis just learning a wee bit maybe of the trade. Again, you say they have experienced players, but these guys seem to have. They know this. Ballyhegan know this pitch. They've played on it. They knew Thomas Davis are new to the atmosphere of the athletic grounds.
Well, the last time Thomas Davis played in the county final in 1982 and against Clonmore, that game was played in Ballymacnab, and the one that they were just sort of reintroduced into the leagues in Armagh after being out for many, many years. So they were active from 1930 to 52, and then when they came back in again in the early 80s, they played over beside the old round hut at Crenshaw Crossroads.
Is this a new ground you can see from the motorway?
That's where it is now, yes.
Brilliant looking,
That's where it is now.
Yeah.
But their field, when they come back into play, the 2 cornerbacks couldn't see each other because there was a big mould of rock between the 2, and if the left back and the right back stood in the positions, you couldn't see each other, JJ.
I think there was plenty of pitches in that. I think whenever I started off playing the turn rogue, we played on a triangle.
Well,
John Morrison will remember that one.
Back in those days, you get away with it, but you wouldn't get away with it now. So we have an injury here to a Thomas Davis man. He's down. The score is 7-3 in favour of the Ballyhegan Davids. The men who's nested among the arches right up there, close to where the Battle of the Diamond took place way back in the 1700s. So this time, football first played in 1902, and the 2 men organised that was Patrick Knipe and James Clark. And James Clark was from where else? Crossmaglen, famous name from Crossmaglen. And in 1913, the present team was born. And the committee at that time was Charles Keenan, Harry Keenan, John Nixon, James McIntasney, and William McKeown. And if we look out, we see McIntasney out there. So that cycle of life continues, that bond continues.
And there's Nixons and McKeevers and everybody out
the
there.
First man to provide a ball for the Ballyhegan Davids, the first ball was supplied by Paddy Mackle. Well, that would have been a tube and cover back in them days, and that would have cost a
You
few
didn't mention your wee car Cruppen team. You haven't mentioned them yet. Congratulate them, because I'm going to mention Mahari Miners.
Oh, well, we talk about the minor championship. We'll talk about that in a minute. So, of course, there was great games here, the athletic grounds all night, but back to play here. The ball, again, picked up underneath us here. Thomas Davis, well, they're not getting too excited. They're not getting Finnegan pushing this one long. Away over on the far side. A chance here. He picks it up, and there's a man on the outside. He goes forward. He's been pulled. Murphy. Referee says play on. He puts this one up in the air. Is it gone over the bar? It's gone over the bar, and the referee has given the free. And again, that's good work from Murphy. He continued to go on, and he gets the point. So the score now is 7-4.
Yeah, it's the first score from them from the 13th minute. So it was a good score.
Well, we have to say hello to Nathan Burns, 2 ex-players watching the game in Doha, Qatar. So well done, Nathan, if you're over there watching it. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow in the middle of the night over there, but you're very welcome to the ecclesiastical capital here in Armagh, where Ballyhegan Davids are playing Thomas Davis Newry. Thomas Davis, a famous name, a famous club, doing great work for Armagh football, right on the edge of, well, that ball was given away there. The referee says play on. Ballyhegan push this one away down towards the bottom corner, and out comes Turlock Kane, but Turlock needs to get goal side of his marker. He does great work. Pushes him one way, pushes him the other, gives the ball out this time. Again, back with the wingman. He puts it up in the air, and if this goes over the bar, well, it's gone to the right and wide.
James McKeever hit that one wide.
And Kimmins
was very close, but the keeper kept it laying it the whole way.
Well, I'm assuming Archie Kimmins had his eye on that one, but it was very, very close.
So
it's great to have the lads in, and can you believe that we're sitting in the ecclesiastical capital in Ireland and we're beaming all the way over to Doha in the Middle East or the Far East or wherever it is, away over on the other side of the world. But here, back in Ireland, the ball is coming out. There's a little bit of a push there. The referee didn't spot that. But again, the Cranchigo men gather that one. They're driving forward. Chance here. Great bit of work by Light going forward. An absolute chance. This man over. Man on the outside, man on the inside. Puts it over the bar. Goes over the bar. Super strike from Thomas Davis, and Conor Lloyd just ghosted all the way up the field with that ball, going right, going left, looked up and took the score, and that's a super score. There's only 2 points between them. 24 minutes and 40 seconds gone in the first half.
I thought he was going goalward there from what we've seen in the last couple of matches. I thought he put his head down, but he took the point. Again, gets him in within 2.
And you're very welcome to the Donnelly sponsored championship here, live on Linwood's TV. And of course, if you buy a car of Donnelly's Group, you get 50 quid towards your club. And why wouldn't you? Such a deal that is. Ballyhegan get on with the game, pushing the ball out. Ball spills away over on the far side, picked up this time by McKeever. McKeever gets it up at the second attempt, goes one way, goes another, back to that big man in the middle of the field. Puts it up in the air, and Jack Rafferty, well, is hanging, and it's gone to the right and wide.
That's another wide. It was just a strange one. It held it up there for long enough. The umpire took a real good look at it. Jack wasn't under any pressure. They maybe could have pushed it up a wee bit. But again, Paddy Marley hasn't really been in the game for Ballyhegan so far at the beginning of this.
Well, we have an injury over on the far side to Ryan Courtney. And hopefully Ryan will be okay. But I have to say, Nathan and Mark Flynn, they're watching the game over in Doha. I think Megan Cinnamon might be tuned over that part of the world or a wee bit further east. I know she was talking about trying to get the game tuned in and watching the game, and what a service Armagh TV bring to our Gaels all around the world.
Yeah, a big shout out to Conor McKeever and all the guys in Boston. I know they're all in the pub watching. I think there was 200 of them in it the last time. Well, so what I've heard is there'll be the same night today.
Well, all the lads over there in Boston, a wonderful, wonderful city. I was never in it, but I flew over it several times. Ballyhegan drive forward. There's a man coming to the right. He drives forward, puts it up in the air, and that time the ball skidded off his boot, and Lee just hit that one to the right.
Yeah, James just took his eye off that one for a minute. Young, experienced player, but he'll not make that same mistake, I wouldn't think, because he's been putting it in again tight, right out to his man.
Well, there's no question about it. Archie Kimmins, he's taking his time over on the far side. There's only 2 points between them, and I would say that Thomas Davis, I suppose their game plan would be in the game at half time. Gets the ball again back into McWilliams, big man. He's this other big midfielder. He's standing looking for the ball there, Crozier, but he didn't call for it. But Crozier's still on his outside. Lloyd comes in, he gets the ball, he's on the ground, he gets up, he's pushing forward, he goes past his man. The referee, the ball's going to go inside this time too. King has the ball, he's going forward, he can hit this one, he'll go for the point, puts it over the bar. There's only one between them. A super score there from the boot of young Jordan King.
Yeah, Jordan King took that well calmly, but it moved up right young Lloyd through the middle of the park. None of the Ballyhegan man reacting, and again in front of the post over the bar. Brilliant.
Well, there's no doubt there's only 1 point between them. A cracking game of junior football here in the Donnelly sponsored championship, going out live on Linwood's TV, round the world and back again. This time the ball's coming out, it's dropping down, Rafferty goes up. Well, everybody misses this one, but the man who scored the point, he gets it, he gives it inside. That's very, very tight. The ball breaks out. So Finnegan goes on the outside, checks one way, checks the other, still has hands on the ball. Well, he goes one way, he goes on, and he decides to head for the goals. This time it opens up and he goes forward. Again, the Ballyhegan men just go past him. They stand out, but he would have been better just putting the ball into space. The referee says play on. Rafferty offloads the pass. This time it comes back to McKeever. McKeever scored a point all the way back. There's a man out in his own out here. Numbers. We're number 11, Paul Nixon, a famous name in Ballyhegan, pushing the ball away over on the left-hand side. There's a man coming on the inside now. What a pass. He's going to go for the goal. There's a man on the inside here. He has a chance.
Yes,
and the ball
Mark
has
Hughes,
been put
score.
to the back of the net. A super goal from the boot of Mark Williams. Or no, Mark Hughes, sorry.
Yeah. Mark Hughes just worked that straight side. I'm sure we'll have a replay here at some stage when you can look up. Or we can look up. But again, just took it well. Again, the layoff was brilliant.
Hughes goes forward. Well, he was lucky enough, but what a finish. Kimmins come out and the ball ended up in the back of the net, and that gives the men from Ballyhegan a little bit of breathing space. How can Thomas Davis react to that score? We're coming towards the end of the half. 28 minutes gone. Again, the men from Ballyhegan gather that ball up in the middle of the field. The referee's playing advantage. Play on. So he brings the free back, and this time again, will McKeever come out? He hit one from that spot earlier on, just nailed it.
I think McKeever's looking out. O'Connell's coming ahead and out to this one. No sign of the keeper moving up. He did move out, but he's happy enough to stay
He's
there.
He's down back there. Jojo, he's not coming up. Why would he come up when McKeever already put one from the same position, a wee bit further out and a wee bit cuter and a cute angle, but he put it over the bar, and this time it's an easier one. 3 minutes of additional time. McKeever puts it up in the air, and he absolutely nails it. What a super strike there from the boot of McKeever. A brilliant score. So this puts the men from Ballyhegan that wee bit further ahead.
Well, as you said, they didn't really want to have put such a gap going into half-time, but with that Ballyhegan goal and with those couple of points, especially with McKeever fouling anybody out round there, Colin McKeever's looking at it.
Well, we do know, Jojo, that goals in championship matches is a huge thing. They knock the heart and soul out of the other team. But the Thomas Davis man, Courtney, he has that one. He goes on the outside. There's two men. Well, he tried to be King gathers that one up, but again, great bit of work by the wingman from Ballyhegan, pushing it forward. This time there's a man on the outside.
Paddy Marley looking good.
So a great pass to Rafferty. He's driving forward. A chance here. He's been pulled back. Well, this time there's 2 or 3 men after the ball. The referee says he overcarried the ball, and it's a free out.
I don't need to see the action replay of that one, but we'll trust the referee's judgment and all those things. But again, Jack's momentum was taking him forward more than anything else.
Out comes the Thomas Davis men. They need to get this ball up the field. McWilliams, he gives the ball all the way back to Archie Kimmins. Archie Kimmins has been playing a lifetime and a half here for the men in maroon and white. McWilliams pushing this one away out on the far side. Finnegan goes out after that one. Well, the ball skids out off the surface. The linesman looks one way and he goes, well, I thought that might have come off. I thought that came off. Well, now they've changed their mind, so the linesman got that wrong. The referee got it right. The ball goes into Courtney. Courtney picks it up. So the men from Thomas Davis, they're down. There's a little bit of a push there. The referee has spotted that one, and the ball's going to be coming out for a free. Have to say hello to Megan Cinnamon. It's 2:30 in the morning over there, wherever she is, on that other far side of the world. She's watching the game. She plays football for Carcruppen Ladies. So, Megan, it's great to have you and staff on board here this evening in the ecclesiastical capital here in Armagh.
Yeah, there's 2 minutes left of this half. We've gotten 3 minutes to
play.
play.
1-8 to 6 points. Well, who wants this game the most? The ball comes long in over the top again. Broken down, but this time there's a little bit of a push there. The referee has spotted that one. Lye was pushed, trying to look for the runners. And a chance here. There was a big way over Murphy, way over to the full forward. David Murphy picks this ball up. He's looking up. There's a chance here for the men from Thomas Davis. He puts that one in over the top. And that was he would have been better maybe just putting it across. It goes to the left and wide. 31 and a half minutes gone. The score 1-8 to 6 points in favour of the men from Ballyhegan.
There couldn't have been much in that. Johnny McKeever never took his eye off it the whole way in, put his hand up to get it, so it was heading towards the corner. But just as I say, fractionally wide. Spotlights are on. The atmosphere is great. Crowd quite quiet. But again, we'll soon see when there's a goal or two comes in with 10 minutes to go.
And as I said, Stephen Kearney, he's over in Bangkok and he's watching the match live at 2:30 in the morning over there. And I wonder what the people over in that part of the world think of Gaelic games in this part of the world over here.
Yeah, big shout out to Eddie Craney too, and Nell Craney over in Dubai.
Again, a chance here. There's a man on the inside. He tacks one way. He fisted over the bar. I thought he was going to pull the trigger on that
Number
one.
6,
and
yeah,
that
he did
was a
well.
chance
That was
there.
McGlinchey.
That was a chance for a goal. It opened up. But as they say, take the point, your goals will come.
It showed that he was thinking about it, he changed his mind, but he took his point, and now they're 1-9 to 6 points.
So 32 minutes and 25 seconds gone. The score 1-9 to 6 points. Double scores here in favour of the men from Ballyhegan. The ball's coming out. Again, broken down on the far side. Jersey's been tugged. The referee says that's a free, but the play on. The men from the referee's calling it back here. thought he would have been better just letting it go on there.
Yeah, I was just going to say 28 and 29 that Conor Loy and
Declan Loy
have made a difference in whatever structure the team was before, but they're big men at this time.
They have always great footballers, played brilliant for St Paul's down through the years. And there's another great lad too, Courtney. His grandfather, 93 years of age. He's here today watching the game. So the referee has indicated that that's a left ball. So the man from Thomas Davis has a chance here to get one score on the board before the referee blows the whistle. He'll probably allow this phase of the game to continue and be over before he blows the whistle. So at half time we're rattling towards the end of the
David Murphy
half.
plays a wee quick one there to Declan Loy.
Loy goes forward. He needs a score. He needs to push this across. There's a chance here and he tries to get it in. Oh, the referee's going to give a free in there. I thought, was he going to blow a penalty?
He's given a 45, believe it or not, with 33 and a half minutes gone.
It's going to be a 45. I thought he was given a free, so that was a chance there for Thomas Davis to get that one in the back of the net.
I think Ballyhegan threw everything at it, threw Johnny at it, they threw Jack at it, they threw everybody just to defend that, and they did well. Right result for them, 1-9 to 6 points. 33 and a half, 33 and 47 seconds gone. Probably give time for this 45.
Well, we wait now, and I would say once this ball has been kicked, the referee will blow his whistle, and the half-time will come. Well, it's probably the goal is the difference between the two teams here. There's no doubt about it. That was a huge goal for Ballyhegan, a massive score by Hughes, the big midfielder. He just sailed through the defence of Thomas Davis and hammered the ball to the back of the net, and Archie Kimmins could do nothing about it. And the Ballyhegan fans are very confident here. We're looking out through the window here. Big crowd in the athletic grounds for this junior championship final, Donnelly sponsored championship final here, and of course going out live on Linwood's Armagh TV. So
yeah, it's a bit of an injury in this.
Well, we have to wait for the injured man
corner
to be. Well, the referee's going to say, let's take the shot here and see what happens, or is he holding up the watch to say he stopped the game? So we wait to see how this will pan out.
As they picked up a strong wind earlier on, but it seemed to have died down completely for this match.
Well, we look out, the flags are twirling, but I don't know whether they're coming this way or going the other way, but they're definitely blowing one way or the other.
Yep. Phelan Finnegan's going to have a dig at this one.
So we wait to see, can Finnegan push this one over the bar? He hits this one, it's going to drop short. Can they get a hand? Oh, it's a goal, it's not a goal. The keeper just pulled that one out of the clouds. Johnny McKeever, seeing Ballyhegan there. He just plucked that one in. I thought it was in the back of the net.
I'm not sure it was a replay or not, but they definitely saved them that one. As I say, the management looking content enough.
Well, there's no doubt about it. At this stage, the pressures on Thomas Davis. They're down by a score of 1-9. We look at the score there. Oh, McKeever just...
on, yeah, he did well.
Yeah, it almost went in. It nearly went in, but it didn't go in. We have to say congratulations to the Ballyhegan girls. Brilliant there earlier on before this game and the march on in Ulster. So congratulations to the Ballyhegan girls who were absolutely brilliant in the game earlier on.
Yep, it was a big score, so it was 10-10 to 3-6. Con McGee from Antrim. Ballyhegan girls were great.
Well, there's no doubt about that. We wait. The two teams come out. The young footballers go out of both clubs and they'll be playing football across, and it will be great fun here this afternoon or this evening towards the clouds have sort of dispelled, the lights have come on. This is a lovely, lovely atmosphere for a final here. Ballyhegan Davids are in total control. 1-9 to 6 points. That's 12 to 6 in any man's language. And Ballyhegan Jojo are in a great position.
Oh, I hope they are. As I say, Son plays for them again. I'm impartial up here as far as the commentary is concerned, but again, they just need to have a wee bit of a tightening of the plan. Thomas Davis just don't look to seem as if they're holding midfield. Again, those two guys, the two Loys, are they brothers? Conor Loy and Declan Loy are cousins, but they have made a difference in the middle. It just needs to focus a wee bit more. There's
no doubt about it. And of course, Armagh Linwood's TV breaking new ground, doing live interviews from the sideline here. Absolutely brilliant. We've got our lovely new table. TG Carr can do it. Sky Sports can do it. Armagh Linwood's TV can do it. And of course, Kevin Fox is sitting there saying, that's a lovely table down there, boys. That's brilliant. Claire Shields, she came down and got a photograph taken, but she wouldn't talk to us.
Which is not? Which on the pitch?
Well,
there's my daughter outside waving too.
So we have a lot of thinking to do here for half time, but not as much thinking as the men from Thomas Davis. And of course, Jojo, the brilliant pitch that they have down there on the top end of Newry is fabulous. But let's go back to Ballyhegan. 1941 was the club's first trophy final. Unfortunately, beaten not 10-1-2 in the final of the Armagh County Championship by Camla. I presume that was Shane O'Neill's the way back. In 1986, Ballyhegan established the ground that they are now playing in, and it was bought by Dr. McCabe, and it is from there that they travel this evening. So, of course, down nested among the orchards not far from Kylemore, and over on the far side the men from Ballyhegan. They're sitting sweet here at a score of 1-9 to Thomas Davis Newry on a score of 6 points. We'll be back for the second half. Okay, and you're very welcome back to half-time here, where we've got Davy O'Brien, the secretary, or...
Well, used to be secretary.
Used to be secretary. Of course, he's involved with the county board here. David, you're under a wee bit of pressure here now.
We haven't really turned up now at all. We had about 7 or 8 minutes there. We played very well. We just haven't. Hopefully now in the second half, coming down the hill, we'll get into it. Conor Loy, who definitely was our player of the year last year. Conor has had 1 or 2 moments there, and unfortunately he arrived at the ground 15 minutes before the game. Conor's after driving the whole way up from Athlone, so he only got released there from the Irish Army there today to get it to play the game. So wee things like that there, was absolutely a fact. Phelan Finnegan, Phelan scored 2 points there, 1 brilliant point, a point from a free. Phelan from out the flying in this morning from America, from New Jersey. So maybe that isn't the right ideal preparation, but in a small club you need every player, and they're your big players, So we're looking now, probably Stevie Traynor will probably come off, and Cialan Flanagan will come on in replacement, and Mark Bradshaw will come on now for Damien McDonald. Young Damien played in the minor final here on Wednesday night for Patrick Rankins. So he's a young lad, will go far, but I think Mark will tidy it up a bit in defence there in the second half.
But David, in relation to Thomas Davis-Newry, this is a huge statement here to be playing in the junior final in Armagh.
Oh, it's massive. You look at our area, for years we were struggling there. We have boys who are actually the captain of the team earlier on in the year, James Dinsmore, if he's listening. James out in Australia. That's what we're talking about. We've been suffering with emigration and problems and all that there. We had a number of other boys like Sean Bradley and Cialan Traynor out in Australia too. We've boys out in Qatar and the Middle East and all these other places.
They're tuned in. They're watching there's Colin McGowan watching in from Abu Dhabi.
Aye, Colin played for a number of years for us. Good lad, and Colin's teaching out in Abu Dhabi. So you can understand we are a small club. We're back then, the basics doing underage, under 8s and 10s.
Small club, David, with huge potential.
Massive potential, massive.
Well, listen, we'll not hold you back. We'll let you get back down there and make them substitutions. David O'Brien from Thomas Davis-Newry, thanks a million for coming on
Damien, thank you.
Armagh TV and talking to us here. And we'll go straight over to now the legend that is the wonderful Paddy McKeever. I always remember that goal that he scored against Dublin away back in the day. But Paddy, you played in 95. I presume you were young enough. Were you young enough to play in that final, or too young?
No, I played that day, so I did come on as a sub. I was obviously the first thing I ever won at a senior level, and it was very memorable for us all. So again, these boys are in the same position, so it's been too long really. We won a junior and an intermediate within a couple of years of each other, and there's been no silverware of any note since, so it's a big day for the club.
There's no doubt about it, and we see the youngsters from both clubs out here, the young footballers, and they're just absolutely enjoying the atmosphere. Brilliant atmosphere in the athletic grounds. The goal come at a great time for you.
Yeah, I suppose if you're looking at it properly, Ballyhegan probably have had the vast majority of possession. They're very much on top of midfield, where you could see Corinthco trying to go short at times. Such was the dominance of Jack Rafferty and Mark Hughes, who's having a great game, and obviously he ended up getting the goal at a vital stage as well. But they have looked quite comfortable. Conal McKeever, in fairness, has been flawless from play and from free kicks as well, which at any level is a massive advantage, but particularly at junior level, if you have a fella that's in 90% and he's actually 100% for the first half, it's a big advantage. And
there's no doubt, Paddy, you settled into the game very quickly, got a great couple of scores at the start, and then the goal came coming just 10 minutes before the end of the half there, and what a goal by Mark Hughes. He just went through the defence here and pulled, and what a super strike.
Yeah, it's been threatening to happen now a few times, but then alternatively on the other side of the pitch, Corinthco have been through. I think it was their number 12, wing half forward, was through. There was a save from Johnny McKeever. There was a flick on from Loy as well. Corinthco definitely aren't out of the game. At times, actually, they've cut through a little bit too easy for my liking through the defence. But from midfield up, Ballyhegan seem to have the edge at the moment.
There's no question about it. Well, Paddy, listen, thanks a million. You had a great run with Armagh this year, and it'll not be long now till we're back again come January. So we'll let you go. Enjoy the second half, and good luck to Ballyhegan. You could be celebrating wonderfully well tonight, but who knows?
Oh, hopefully so. Goodbye, thank you.
Thanks, Paddy. That's the great Paddy McKeever. That wonderful goal he scored against Dublin away back in the day. I can still see it vividly as I think back, and as I look around the press box here, I also remember Brian Mallon, who does great work here in Armagh. 13 years ago, Brian helped Armagh win the under-21 championship down there in Cavan, and a great occasion as well. So unfortunately, it's all back. We're looking instead of we're looking forward. But we're looking forward here this evening to a cracking game of football here. And I look in here and I see Tony Bagnall has come into the change room, into the press box trying to steal my glasses. Tony Bagnall, a great scribe from Newry, supporting Thomas Davis here this evening. We wait for the second half, Jojo, to get started here. The stats show that the Ballyhegan men are in control of the game here. I was one number, well, I wasn't, but Roddy McIver from Moneymore, the chairman, was one number away from winning the lotto there, the jackpot half-time draw. It was 4-9-4-9, and I had 4-9-5-0.
Oh, no nightmare, Dean. But where would you put it? The mattress is stuffed enough, you know what I mean? It can't be done. You can put no more in it.
So we now wait for the game to commence.
And we shout out to Charlie McKeever as well. McKeever's in Portadown, and I know there's a crowd in there watching it.
Nicola Osborne's come on the ranch all the way from Muscat, Omagh. So they're all over the Middle East, the Far East, and further afield here this evening. The game is on, the ball is up in the air. Again, McWilliams reaches out, but Ballyhegan picked the ball up. There's a man on the outside here looking for the pass. He picks the pass off McQuaid. He offloads the pass inside again. Rafferty driving forward. Pushing this one in towards the full forward. The ball comes in over the top. Archie Kimmins comes out. Archie gathers this one up. Gives it back out to Loy. The men from Thomas Davis Newry, well, they're under a wee bit of pressure. They're trying to get the ball out. Great bit of work by Ballyhegan. So this time, again, McWilliams, he's playing very, very deep here. The ball is pushed inside here. A little bit of a pick-up just beside us here. We'll wait till we see the referee. The linesman has shown the ball has gone out. And I would nearly say that ball actually... Well, I don't know what's going on here. The linesman says it's going one way, the referee says it's going another. I don't know what's happening here. We wait to see who's going to be picking the ball up. It's a line ball for Ballyhegan. So there we have it. Paul Nixon, and I've seen the legendary Brian out the front here getting a wee cup of tea. Refereed for a million years. Little bit of a push there. The referee, has he spotted that one? He has. He's held the whistle up, so he's pointing to somebody. So he's calling
looking over
somebody
the
over.
linesman here to see whether the side ball was taken correctly, but it looks like a free kick.
Oh, he must have encroached on the line. This was a great rule that they decided to bring in at Congress many years ago. Step over the white line and it's a free or it's a hot ball. Well, anyway, throw the ball up again, a bunch of angry men, and you see what happens. The ball goes up, the ball is just captured there, and of course the man that gets the ball will 9 times out of 10 always get the free.
Jack Rafferty gets the free in that one.
And look who's coming out to take the free.
Oh yes,
He's nailed 3 or 4 earlier on.
I've given him a new nickname. I'm calling him Kid Rock.
Well, I don't know if you call him Kid Rock or whatever, but he's Dead Eye Rock here this evening. Barney Rock, eat your heart out. McKeever puts this one up in the air, and he nails that one straight over the black spot, and that's a super strike. So the men from Ballyhegan Davids just keep going that wee bit further ahead here. Thomas Davis Newry trying to, well, they absolutely need a goal to get themselves back in this game. There's no two ways about it. 2 minutes gone in the second half. The ball comes out over the top here, broken down, but as we heard earlier on, Ballyhegan driving forward. The wingman, he looks up, puts in his right foot, and this time this is just drop and down and drop and down. And Kimmins picks that one out of the clouds and comes out, and he's been fouled. But as we listen to Davy O'Brien, men came in from the Irish Army and Athlone, men flew in from New Jersey to play in this game. This is what it means to the men from Thomas Davis. So this time, Thomas Davis from the goalkeeper, very, very tight at the back here. Need to be getting a goal, need to be pushing the ball up the field. Tackles coming in here, very, very tight, taking the eye of the ball. But this time, Ballyhegan driving forward. Tackles coming in. Again, cornerman Morgan pushes the ball away over on the far side. There's 2 or 3 men free. Full forward, McKeever puts it up in the air, and he puts it over the bar. Another score.
That man, Conal McKeever, again, scoring from the other side this time. Again, a great point with 3 minutes gone.
Have to say hello to Johnny Lennon as well. Johnny Lennon's watching this evening. So we now await.
Yeah, the game on the floodlights.
This one out.
The game on the floodlights again is spectacular here tonight.
Well, again, huge crowd here for the junior final. But again, the men from Ballyhegan just picked that one out of the clouds. And if I was Thomas Davis, I would be dispelling with defence. Just go for the game. They're going to have to do it. Ball is up in there again. And that man, McKeever, is on fire this evening. He's hitting them right, he's hitting them left, and he's hitting them dead up the centre. And they're all going over the bar.
Yeah, that's 3 in the first, 3.5 minutes of this half. Conal McKeever, 112 to 6 points.
Well, there's no doubt about it. McKeever is having a blinder of a game here. He's blinding the men from Thomas Davis. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, the goalkeeper's calling for a ball. There's no ball. There's no ball behind yet. There, it's retrieved.
The
It's
ball
coming back
went
to
in
him.
over the back fence, so it's down. So it comes out now. Archie Kimmins, he's been playing football for Cranchago, I would say, for over 20 years. Again, he takes a very, very short one. Ball is picked up. Kimmins goes looking for it, but then when it goes horribly wrong, it goes horribly wrong. Again, Ballyhegan, a chance here. There's a foul. Again, this is going to be another easy free. And I would say McKeever will come over. And
No, it was McKeever was fouled, I think.
Well, he'll come and he'll take the free, that's for sure.
Yep.
And he'll pop this over the bar. But we looked and we seen these short kickouts several times in Linwood's live Armagh TV, and when they go wrong, Jojo, they go horribly wrong.
Oh, they can go terribly wrong again. This one just stopping on the 13 metres. Colin McKeever steps up.
And he just clipped this ball over the bar. There's no doubt about it. So Thomas Davis have a mountain to climb. It's like going up Camla Mountain back west. That's what they're going to have to do here to get something out of this game.
Yeah, great score again.
112,
McKeever.
that's 15 points to 6. So the men from Ballyhegan, the men marched.
113 to 6.
Yeah. So that's 16 to 6. That's 10 points in it. Well, John Morrison is very impressed with McKeever, the full forward for Ballyhegan. And if you impress John Morrison, you have to be a good one. There's no doubt about it. Away over on the far side. Thomas Davis coming out with the ball. Again, tackles coming in. There's a push there. The referee will give the free. But there's no question about it. The Ballyhegan team have settled. The Ballyhegan men are up for this game. I suppose the ladies showed earlier on, and there's a wee bit of a shamuzzle here in the middle of the field. The referee's watching it, and the referee said, lads, play on here. So the game goes on. Again, ball broken down, but soccered along the ground, but picked up. King going forward. Well, he's smothered there by 2 or 3 Ballyhegan men.
Yeah, Jack Robert just stood right in front of him.
Colin McKeever has hit 10 points, believe it or not, in this game. What an achievement by the young man from...
Yeah, he scored first 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3:51, 4:56 in this first half.
And there we go, Thomas Davis. They need to be getting a goal. The ball comes in over the top, but this time it reached out and it was plucked out of the clouds there by McQuaid. McQuaid offloads the pass inside, and Ballyhegan driving up the right hand side. The men from Ballyhegan, Davids, just nestled in among the orchards up there near the Stone Bridge, not far from Kylemore, nested among the apples.
Connor Loy interception there,
so
great
here
interception.
we have a chance here, but then the huge hit coming in the far side, picked up, the ball is offloaded, there's another massive hit, and again the referee's playing advantage. This time referee calls the ball over, and that time Lee Courtney was trying very hard, but this time Mark Bradshaw has ghosted up the right hand side here looking to get the ball, but this time I would say they'll clip this one over the bar and try and get a score. At least they need to get a score. Nearly 7 minutes gone in the second half. Ballyhegan are in control of this game as we march towards the 10 minutes here in the start of the second half. It's all Ballyhegan.
Yeah, haven't scored from the 26th minute in the first half.
Lee Courtney hits this one. Oh, he just dropped it short, Finnegan. Again, that should have been over the bar. Finnegan took that one, dropped it, well, probably trying too hard. But again, Ballyhegan repelled that attack. Coming out on the far side, referee has indicated that that's a free, and he's playing advantage, but maybe just let the game develop a wee bit. Away over along the far sideline, there's 3-4 men in white jersey, but the Ballyhegan man pushes the ball, and this time up comes...
Yes, Declan Loy, one of them.
Yeah, way over on the far side, trying to get the ball up. Our Mark McAteer coming up, getting the ball. The referee.
Thomas Davis line ball, I think.
Yeah, it's a line ball.
He's still with Ballyhegan, yeah.
Well, the linesman is showing a line ball. The ball's coming in at the top, but again, the ball spills out away over here towards the left-hand side of the goals. Picked up, a little bit of a push there. The referee says that's a free. So
I think there was a bit of a.
Oh, he's calling somebody over here.
He's in the book.
There's a man going to get a severe talking to here. I think Loy could be in a wee bit of bother.
Yeah, I think he's sort of.
Well, the linesman's talking to the referee, and the referee's looking at the Cranchago man, the Thomas Davis man's pleading his innocence here. We wait to see what's happening. We can't pick it up on camera here.
Yeah, well, Paddy Marty's up on his feet anyway, so it didn't have that much of a...
Well, the referee has indicated a yellow card. Will he hop the ball up?
Yeah, that was Declan Loy.
So that was, again, a bit of unnecessary giving the ball away there. The ball is going to be hopped up.
Yeah, 113 to 6 points still.
So Thomas Davis need to be getting a goal. The ball goes up, picked up out of the throw up there. Again, the tackling from Ballyhegan is ferocious here. Huge hits. Referee has indicated that that's a free there. So referee's going to move the ball up. Is he? No, we wait. So the ball is pushed back.
Yeah, it's tight.
You're not getting that ball. You can't give you that one there. Great book here. They've got a great book here. Hugh Holland, Ulster's greatest hero by Raymond O'Kieran. So we'll talk about that at the end of the game. We have to say Raymond was the PRO for Armagh for 5 years, and what a brilliant book that he's put together about the hero that fought over all round South Armagh, North Louth, and over by Navan Fort. The referee's down here. The referee has issued a card. Oh, Cahill McNeice is over there in Brisbane. So Cahill, you're great to have you from the other part of Australia.
Brisbane or Lisburn, did he say?
Oh, I think Brisbane is a wee bit further away than Lisburn. But the ball goes inside. A chance here. Ball's offloaded to Lai. Driving forward. It's opened up. Lai puts the afterburners on. He goes forward. He puts it into Courtney, but the ball spills out of Courtney's reach. King goes in, stretches. The foot comes down. The foot goes out. The referees give the free, and you can't put the foot in there. So well done.
That was a cute move. The Ballyhegan player knew the referee had plenty of time to make that decision, so put the head down, the hands in, and the referee gave him the free. Let's move quickly up. James Lee's played, and it's been immense this game.
There's no doubt about it. The ball spills out on the far side, and it's picked up there this time by Courtney. Ryan Courtney, his grandfather here. He's 93 years old. It's not going so well for him, but the grandsons are doing not so bad here in the athletic grounds, the ecclesiastical capital of Ireland. The long ball comes in. Could this be a chance? The ball goes up in the air, but again, great defensive work there by the men from Ballyhegan. Yeah. Morgan offloads the pass away over on the far side, picks the ball up, a little bit of a push there. Referee has indicated that that's a free for Ballyhegan.
Oh, that's the best ball free of the day's game so far. Again, the cuteness of James Lee, waiting for the referee, waiting for the man to tackle. He knew he was getting the free. Takes the pressure off Ballyhegan again.
Well, there's no doubt about it. But it's all about Ballyhegan. We look at the possessions, 37 possessions to 32. 19 attacks for Thomas Davis, 30 attacks for Ballyhegan. Shots 16 Thomas Davis, 24 to Ballyhegan. And they're still driving forward. The centre half back drives up. McGlinchey going forward, offloads the pass, but it's a hanger. And the ball just hanged up. Courtney picks it up, pushing it inside.
I think Rory McKeever thought about that
King
one.
gets this ball, driving forward. Thomas Davis need a goal. There's a runner coming on the inside. Well, we wait for the pass, but Courtney doesn't get the pass. Goes back into Lai, goes one way, back to King. Pushes it in over the top now. He waited, but he gets the free. Well, he's got hit after that. The referee has given the free in. That was a push, and Thomas Davis takes the quick one. A chance here, but the referee's calling it back.
Well, I think to their advantage, really, because their player just lost control of it right in front of the goals. But they've got time to set up now. It looks like David Murphy's going to take this one. And again, they haven't scored from the... According to my files, they haven't scored from the 27th minute in the first half.
Well, I'll not dispute your stats here, but this time the ball goes up in the air and is pushed over the bar. Brian Mallon has arrived in. 13 years ago he was winning an All-Ireland for Armagh. Of course, Brian Mallon, that great man from Tiernanog, it was his birthday there last week as well, so it's all going well for Brian here. 13 years ago and another year older. There you have it. So here in the athletic grounds, ball is pushed inside, so out they come. Ballyhegan get that ball up. Thomas Davis have pushed the sweeper back. They need to be pushing the man up. The big man in the middle of the field, Rafferty, goes forward, away out on the right hand side, hand to toe, pushes the ball away up towards the right hand side, away over on the far side. Again, Ballyhegan just seemed to have all the answers here. The ball has gone over the line. The linesman pushed it down the road, and the referee says it's a free because there's a wee push in the back. So it's a free for Ballyhegan away over on the far side.
Yeah, it looks like a substitution coming on for Ballyhegan. Owen Reynolds. We haven't seen who's coming off yet. Number 21. Doing the stretches, but we wait for him. They're going to take this line ball, I think, or... Yes, it's that man again. Colin McKeever.
So can McKeever put this one? I think he's too far out, but he might steal a couple of yards, or will he go short? Well, he's going for it. He's putting it up in the air. That's a wonderful strike, but it's gone to the left and wide.
Yeah, that was a wide, but unfortunately he had the distance, he had everything there.
Well, when you score 10 points in a county final, you're entitled to go for it.
Yeah, there's James McKeever been replaced there by Owen Reynolds.
So McKeever is out, and in comes Reynolds. So Owen Reynolds comes in, then McKeever goes out.
Yeah, I think Thomas Davis made a change there. I'm looking down there. There's 24 on. I'm not sure if he was on from the beginning or not, but 24 will give him the name check anyway. Mark Bradshaw.
Our Twitter feed puts the ticket number 4949, and I had 4950. 50. So I couldn't even win the half-time draw.
And I'm looking for our Conan because he's got a ticket and don't know what he bought.
But that was sold, I would say that was sold from the first game. But again, the men from Thomas Davis come out. Well, the tackles are coming in. But Thomas Davis, they're still trying gallantly here. The score, 113 to 7 points. That's 16 to 7 in any man's language. Away down the far side. They need to be getting the goal. They need to be putting the ball.
We've seen goals in this goal.
There's no doubt about it. Those are the goal scores. Those are the goals that gets the goals down there. If you get my drift, but the ball is up in the air, and that's a super strike there. Yep. And that's put over the bar this time by Finnegan. He had a chance earlier on. It went short, but this time the ball went over the bar. That's 8 points, 113 to 8. And of course, the other night in the minor championship, Division 2 and Division 3 championship finals, Mahri played brilliantly in the Division 2 final. Cork came back from the day at 29 minutes. They were getting beat, and they won the game by 2 points against Brian Baru. And what a great game of football by the four teams on night, Jojo. They were absolutely brilliant. But this time, McKeever pushing this one away out. But again,
nobody there.
McWilliams picks this one up. He needs to be putting it in about the house, and that's exactly what he does. And this time, Thomas Davis has a chance. He checks inside. He goes to the left foot. He has to go for the goal, and he has the net. What a goal! We have a game on here now.
Declan Loy, I think, scored that one.
To 113. The men from Thomas Davis has answered the question here. 15 minutes left. 1-8 to 113. Well, Jojo, it's not over. It's not over to the long whistle.
Oh, we know what that goes like. Declan Loy set up. I mentioned him earlier on. He's a big, impressive player, and he just did it there. That's all he needs to do. Johnny McKeever could do nothing about it. The crowd still quite quiet, but I'd say it's going to get a bit more tense.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Again, Thomas Davis winning the midfield ball. McWilliam puts it in over the top. A chance here. Murphy going forward. He looks around. There's a man going on the outside. Takes a lot of steps, but this time he pulls it, and he pulls it to the right. He would have been better just thinking that ball to the right-hand side. Have to say hello to Paul Crozier. A shout out to Crozier from his mom and dad in San Francisco, away back in the day when the hippies were singing over in San Francisco. Well,
oh, what a spot! What a spot, place to be. Although to be in Armagh here tonight, because this is a brilliant
no matter
game
what
of
part of the world you are tonight, we have you in the cusp of our hands. A chance here for Thomas Davis. The ball was given away. He puts it inside. Can he get the ball in the back of the net? And the ball is broke out.
Johnny McKeever, brilliant save.
McKeever, a brilliant save. Again, Thomas Davis, they need to get a score. Murphy puts this up in the air, and he puts it over the bar. Well, that could have been a goal, but what a save by Johnny McKeever. And the ball come out. Murphy gets it up and puts it over the bar. We have a substitute coming in. 20 for 19 from Ballyhegan. So Mel Courtney comes in.
Yeah, it was David Murphy scored that last point.
Full forward. So there's no question about it. Thomas Davis has upped the ante here. They've got their mojo going. 113 to 1-9.
Yeah, 4 scores in a row. No reply from Ballyhegan. Must be more substitutions coming up.
Well, that was a wee bit of smart play by Ballyhegan, taking this thing out of Thomas Davis, motoring there, slow the game down. I see Martin Kelly, of course, part of the Armagh Academy. I'll talk about that in a minute. But again, the ball is broken down, spills out, and a chance here for the men from Thomas Davis. They're driving forward. They're starting to play. Well, that's a high ball. Away over the far side. King gathers it up. He's driving forward on the outside. Can he get the shot in? He's been tackled. He puts it up in the air. It's dropping down. Is it gone over the bar? It's gone wide.
That was brilliant defending there by young Lee. He never took his eye off him. James Lee kept his eye on him. Tackles coming in. Put him off enough just to miss that point. Again, they have come. Thomas Davis, they've stepped up. Somebody said to me at half time, I can't remember who it was, might have been Paddy Savage, said to me they were strong in the second half before.
Well, there's no doubt about it, but is the distance too big of a gap? We'll wait to see.
Well, Johnny McKeever's not making the same mistake. It's a big long ball out.
Again, Thomas Davis gathering the ball in the middle of the field. Well, there's a little bit of a push there. The referee's seen that one. The referee's on the button, 100% on the button on that one. And we just see the winner of the half-time draw was a young lady, Marie Kerr from Con McGee's. I knew it was somebody in the first game, so Roddy McIver, the chairman of Moneymore, he nearly won 50 quid or 100 quid. The ball comes inside. Again, Thomas Davis picks it up. He goes on the outside, checks inside Courtney. Courtney looks up, puts it up in the air. It's over the bar. Is it over the bar? It's over the bar. There's only 3 between them.
Lee
and
Courtney.
we have 18 minutes and 20 seconds gone.
Lee Courtney putting that one over. Yeah, took his time, showed his maturity, took his point. Again, 5 in a row. Ballyhegan need to think about doing something.
Well, as we did say earlier on, Davy O'Brien come up, he did speak to us, and he did tell us that they hadn't started to play, but there's no doubt about it. The men that come in from the Irish Army, the men that come in from New Jersey over in the United States of America, they've settled down away over on the far side. King goes up the left-hand side. He's been chased. He's been pulled to the ground. The referee has given the free. There's 3 between them. Thomas Davis are on the attack on the left-hand side.
Oh, they're definitely putting the pressure. They've turned the heat up in this second half. Ballyhegan looking a little bit disorganised in defence for the first time.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Thomas Davis have a purple patch here at this stage of the game. The referee's booking somebody over on the far side. 113 to 110.
I think James Lee's going in the book. But I was just saying about Johnny McKeever there. Johnny McKeever's been so good through all these matches. Again, another great save. That's 2 brilliant saves he's made.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I see the Cranchigo men stretching there. The Lies are stretching, trying to get the cramp out of the legs. A chance here to put 2 between them. This is a huge kick here from the young man from Thomas Davis. If he puts this over the bar, the man with the biggest smile will be his grandfather. He's 93 years of age, and he's here, and he's watching this game live here in the athletic grounds. Courtney, he puts it up in the air. It comes round, but it doesn't drop towards the goals. Again, broken out, but out come the men from Ballyhegan. But this time, Thomas Davis, again, the referee has indicated that that's a free.
Yeah, I think he sort of gave that a push in the back, but
there's only 3 between them. The men from Thomas Davis have come up. They've climbed a steep hill, but they haven't got to the summit yet. And there he goes. That man, Reynolds. He's only into the game. He offloads the pass away out to the big midfielder that scored the goal. And the ball is passed out on the right-hand side. The Ballyhegan men coming forward. Offloads the pass. Men on the outside. Men on the inside. Still with the ball. Going on the inside. Pushing the ball back to the outside. Away out on the right-hand side. Can he put this over the bar? Well, he takes a little short one inside. Picked up a chance for the over the bars coming in, and it's gone off the post, and there's a man waiting for the return. It's up in the air,
and it's Owen Reynolds.
And we have seen this so many times this week and last week, but there was somebody there, so that puts 4 between them. There's 10 minutes left. The game is in the melting pot.
Oh, that was a good one, Owen Reynolds. You're waiting for that one, as again John Morrison had said earlier on. Somebody needs to call the posts and call the bars, but that was definitely, he could have put that on the back of net just as handy.
Well, he probably done the right thing. Well, the referee's calling somebody over here. I don't know what's happened. Well, I don't know what's happened. He's given a free here. Did he give the score? He gave the score. I haven't seen what happened there, Jojo.
No, definitely didn't. I was taking scores now. He's going to throw the ball again. Jack Rafferty in for the 3rd time. Again,
well,
we didn't
see.
He
gave the score. I don't know, but it's on the board anyway.
Oh,
but
Jack
again,
no
Thomas Davis come out. The tackles come in, and again,
that Conor Loy in the middle of it again.
114 to 110, but the ball is given away. The ball spills up in the air here. Huge hit coming in here, and there's 2 or 3 men pushed along the line. The ball goes out. The referee has indicated that's, well, the centre half back, and there's an awful lot of men getting down there together, talking very close together.
Well, the Order of Malta aren't on their way yet.
So Conor McClinchy got sort of pushed along the line there, but this time Thomas Davis to come out. Reynolds, he pulled the man down. Could that be a black card? We wait for the referee because he pulled this man down. He stopped him from playing. We wait to see, can this be the first black card of the evening? The referee's looking at us.
He's pulling him over anyway, so he's going to have some sort of chat with him again. I think you could be 100% on that one, Damien.
Well, it's definitely. We'll wait to see the colour of the card.
Yeah, he doesn't look too happy. He's
pleading his case. The referee says you pulled him back. And the referee, so Reynolds, he scored a point and he got black carded. So then off he comes. So Ballyhegan will get a player in here in the next minute or 2. Archie Kimmins gets the ball. He gives the ball away over on the far side. There's no cover. Archie gets into goals now. Comes out to Loy. Goes out on the far side. Thomas Davis down by 4. 22 minutes and 30 seconds gone in the second half. The men from Uri, they're down by 4. But this time, they need a score. The ball's dropped in over the top. McWilliams comes out for this one. He's going to catch it. Well, he waited. Brilliant. He absolutely waited for this one.
Brilliant. Never took his
eye off. Great bit of work down below us there. The Ballyhegan man kept that ball in right below us. Great bit of work there by the Ballyhegan man. Out comes the centre 3 quarters. Nixon, he gets the ball going forward, away over on the far side. Well, the referee has spotted something down here. The linesman, the umpire says the ball went over the end line.
And he's given a 45.
I would like to see that from our replay here if the ball went over the end line, but
yeah, James McCann's back on again for that black card.
So you come off and you go back on again.
Well, that seems to be
the James
way.
McCann didn't start, so he didn't try to start, JJ.
All right, so
he didn't start.
Yep. So James McCann's on there.
So the Thomas Davis men are cramping up below us here. 23 minutes and 30 seconds gone. There's only 7 minutes left. There's 4 points between the teams here in this Super Junior Championship, Donnelly sponsored championship final here live on Blindwoods TV, going round the world and back again here to the ecclesiastical capital of Ireland, where the Thomas Davis club from Uri, they have one of the best new fields in the country, anywhere in Ireland. They have it sitting just below the red bridge, below the railway lines, and if the train was passing and the ball was kicked wide, it could hit that train if it was that close. There's no doubt about it. Murphy, he puts it over, he puts it across. This time a chance. The big midfielder offloads the pass. There's a man away on the outside. Checks one way. Well, I thought maybe took a double bounce there. The referee spotted that as well.
Courtney had no luck there. As I say, the ball dropped in front of him. He could do nothing else.
There was a man on the outside, and these are crucial moments for Thomas Davis. These are crucial moments.
Yeah, Jack Laverty taking hold of the ball and calming the whole thing down, passing it back.
And this is where the experience comes in for Ballyhegan. There's men running right, left, and up the middle, and they're driving forward, hand to toe. But again, the ball is pushed out. A chance here. Courtney picks it up. They're going forward. A chance here. There's a man on the inside. He gives the ball, but that's a poor enough pass. There's a man on the outside. Can he get a goal? Can this be a goal? He tries to soccer it, and again that man McKeever stops the ball. There's a gaggle of men over there. The referee has indicated that it's a free, and that was a chance there.
And Ballyhegan are away. They didn't even take the time. Their ball's away. The ref might call it back. Looks like he will.
That was a chance there.
Oh,
that was an absolute chance there for Thomas Davis. They only put one between them.
Johnny McKeever just threw himself on his bump down there, and it seems to have saved Ballyhegan, which is good. From his point of view. If
Thomas Davis looks back at this and they see those chances, they will be saying, we had those chances. There is no doubt that was not even a half a chance. That was a 90%er. John Morrison says there's no doubt that ball should have been in the back of the net, but it didn't go in. There's a man down injured. Thomas Davis, well, he caught it and he dropped it. Ballyhegan going forward. They've made over. The number 7 goes up here on the left hand side. McQuaid, he's on his own. Passes inside. This time Nixon has the ball. Pushes it into McQuaid now. He's on his own. Nixon drives forward. McQuaid pushes it inside. On the outside it comes. This time the tackle's coming in. Again, huge hits coming in. The ball is up in the air, but the ball goes to the left and wide.
Yeah, it was a bit short. Just pulled it a wee bit at the end left. That was the first one going to McKeever, really. Might be a second miss of the day, but he took a wee hit there, and he's getting a bit of attention down here. The referee's playing the game on ahead, and Thomas Davis are moving the ball through the middle of the park. Again,
well, there's no doubt about it. Thomas Davis, they need to get a score here. They're down by 4. The ball comes into McWilliams. McWilliams looks out. There's a runner coming now. Down the field. Again, Courtney picks it up. Lee Courtney, great work by Lee Courtney. Checks one way, checks the other. Push the ball down into space here. A great chance here, but again, the referee says play on. The big hit coming here now. 2 men going hard for the ball, and the ball goes out, and it's a wide.
Yeah, that's the way Jack Laverty gave everything there. He's down injured at the moment, but he gave everything to get to that last yard, and he got there in the end. Oh, the referee's giving it wide.
Well, the umpire gave it a wide as well.
Yeah.
There it goes. The linesman got out to say how many minutes will be played. So we wait to see what the call will be. Or is he coming out to tell the referee something happened along the line? I would imagine he's going looking for the clock to tell us how many minutes. But Thomas Davis are down by 4. 114 to 110. Rattling towards the end. McQuaid comes out into the middle here. Again, Thomas Davis breaks that ball down. But this time it's picked up and the tackles come in. McQuaid picked that one up and he get pushed to the ground. The referee says that's a free. Again, Ballyhegan will just take their time and just let the clock run down. The referee says...
Yeah, I see a few subs warming up there for Ballyhegan. Shane McCormick's warming up on the line. Tiernan Power's warming up as well.
Well, I have to say, we have a little break here. I want to plug Cuchulainn, Ulster's Greatest Hero by Raymond Cairns. What a book. And of course he was the PRO for Armagh. And what artwork that's in this book.
Dara Valerie.
Fabulous book. The history of Cuchulainn. Well, in the days when Cuchulainn was about, did he play football? I don't know, but if he did, he would be a warrior like these men out here this evening. There's no doubt. And of course, Cuchulainn's stories by Raymond Cairns, the GA PRO, the Irish officer for Armagh, and it's published. And what a book, what a fabulous book here. But what a fabulous game. The game goes on. Morgan picks this up. He checks inside. The referee says that's a free. And the big man from Thomas Davis just holds his head in disbelief and says to the referee, you got to be joking here, referee. And Crozier could be getting the book in here. And he's just probably saying, ref, hurry up. Let's get on with the game here because we're rolling towards the end. Mary Murphy watching from Galway on my beloved Ballyhegan Davits. On the Devils, he says. Well, Mary, way over in the west of Ireland, it's great to have you here in the ecclesiastical capital. Your team is looking good here. They're ahead by 4. They could be going ahead by 5 if this goes over the bar, but it goes away down the right-hand side. Again, Ballyhegan have a man over the top. Thomas Davis had a purple patch. They had a chance for a goal. They didn't get it. And again, Ballyhegan responded. There's a man just ghosting up the middle here. He's on his own. He's still gone up. He's still on his own. The ball comes in over the top now. And again, it's picked out of the clouds by Thomas Davis. They're driving out. The referee, 2 minutes to go. I would have said there would have been probably 4 minutes of the way the game has gone on here with substitutions and injuries. But there's only 2 minutes. And I can tell you, 29 minutes, 1 goal and 10 points to Thomas Davis, 114 in favour of the men from Ballyhegan. Ballyhegan Davids are ahead by 4 points.
Yeah, a bit of an injury, a bit of a cramp down there, getting a bit of injury too. So as I say, 2 subs warming up here on the sideline for Ballyhegan. But I'm just looking out here tonight, Davey, in front of this super facility that we have here in Armagh, and everybody's here enjoying it. And there's matches next weekend.
Well, we have the senior final and the intermediate final next week.
I was really going to say Cross McLean.
So
a big shout out to Jennifer Donnelly as well. She's on the road to recovery, and hopefully she'll make the match next 2 weeks' time or next week. Next week. Happy
so
days.
Thomas Davis are playing football back in their own half. They need the ball up this end of the field. John Bradshaw comes looking for the pass. Again, King coming out with the ball, driving up the field. They need a goal. The ball's put in over the top by Bradshaw. He gets the ball. He puts a hanger up in the air. Loy gets this one. Driving forward. They need to go for a goal here. There's a man still on the outside. Driving forward. There's still a man on the outside. McWilliams. Well, he's been
what
blocked
a block,
down.
Jack Rafferty.
What a block down. Rafferty blocked that one down. Again, Ballyhegan defending brilliantly here. Thomas Davis trying gallantly to get a goal. They need a goal. 30 minutes gone. 2 minutes left. Again underneath us. Again, the Ballyhegan men repel that attack. They're coming out. The ball comes into Morgan. Morgan gets it. There's 4 Ballyhegan men in a row. That man McKeever, he scored 10 points. He gave that ball away. Thomas Davis, they need a goal here towards the end. Loy, he's looking up. He's putting it across, all the way across to King. King sockers along the ground. Courtney comes in. He picks it up. What a bit of wonderful skill there by Lee Courtney. Lee Courtney puts it up in the air and he puts it over the bar. Well, the referee has indicated that score stands. There's only 1 goal between them. 30 minutes and 46 seconds gone. 114 to 111. Can Thomas Davis get a goal? They need a goal. They have to throw the kitchen sink at Ballyhegan. The men from the Art Church are holding the men from Newry out. The U3 men, again the Apple 3 men, are playing here this evening in this game. It's close. It's very, very close. 1 minute left here. Well, there's probably 2 minutes.
Yeah, substitution for Ballyhegan. Shane McCormick's going on.
McKeever kicks this one out, and again the referee says, hold on a minute, boys, just wait. I've got the watch, and I've stopped the watch. Don't know what's happening here. Well, Ballyhegan, there's a wee bit of gamesmanship going on here, slowing the game down.
I think he's looking to make a substitution, and then we're just waiting for it.
Well, there's a sub come off and there's a sub going on. There's a man comes out and the sub goes on. Out comes number 5. Out comes Rory McKeever. Rory comes out.
Shane McCormick went on there.
So, again, it's crucial that Thomas Davis gets this one, but it's coming long. It's dropping in the middle of the field. And again, it's knocked down, but the Davids have it. They're coming out. They're holding on to the ball. All they need to do is hold on to the ball. Do what Dublin done in the All-Ireland final. Keep control. The time is up. The 2 minutes that the referee called. The ball goes back. Thomas Davis need to get this ball. They need to get it back. And the time, King comes out. He's got it. This could be the chance that the men from Thomas Davis, they need a goal. They're on the attack. Away over on the far side. Away over on the far side. The ball comes inside now. Again, he needs a goal, but it's too high. And it's gone to the left and wide. He should have put the head down and he should have went for it there. The ball went left and went wide. What a chance. He should have went on.
Yeah, he should have gone.
So that was a chance. That was an absolute chance there. The game opened up for them. They should have took the chance to put the ball over the referee's looking at his watch. And I would say whoever gets this ball in the middle of the field, if it's Ballyhegan, the game's over. If it's Thomas Davis, they could get a chance. One chance. The ball is kicked. It's coming out. It's coming out into the middle of the field. Again, it's picked out of the clouds there. He gets the mark. They need to be putting it inside. The ball comes inside. A chance here. Courtney, he goes on the inside. They need a goal. They need a goal. They're down by 3. Courtney goes forward. They're waiting on the runner, but Courtney still has it. He's trying to get it on the left foot. He puts it out on the outside. He hits it, and the ball is gone left and wide.
Oh, that's it over. I think the referee's just said it's wide. He hasn't blew his whistle. The crowd's waiting for the over.
Thomas Davis had 2 chances for 2 goals, so the referee will be blowing his whistle. The Sean Quinn Perpetual Trophy will be heading to the Ballyhegan club this evening by the looks of it. The referee's walking towards this side of the field. The referee, that was a chance for Thomas Davis. The referee, he blows the whistle. It's all over. Thomas Davis have been beaten here by a goal. 114 to 111. The men from Ballyhegan, the Ballyhegan Davits. The last time they won this was in 1995. Well, we look at the possessions. 48 possessions for Cranchigo, 46 for Ballyhegan. Attacks 35 to 34. Shots 30 for Cranchigo, 28 for Ballyhegan, and scores 12 to 15. And I suppose, Jojo, that tells the tale.
Well, that just tells the tale on how we've gone today. And just looking at the scores, there was a wee hot patch with Colin McKeever for Ballyhegan, as I said. Kid Rock, brilliant, scored 10 points, I think, as far as I can make out from my great performances again from Thomas Davis. And as I say, I can say no more. The spirit of the game, the whole way the game was played. Kids out on the pitch at the moment, Ballyhegan celebrating.
Well, you know, Ballyhegan were cruising at half time. Thomas Davis threw the kitchen sink at Ballyhegan and almost caught them. They had a chance there at the end. When they look back at those 2 or 3 chances, they'll be saying to themselves.
And a big thank you to Johnny McKeever, they'll be saying as well, because Johnny McKeever made a couple of good saves there.
Well,
they were on the attack, and
there's no doubt about it. The men from Ballyhegan, you know, they weathered the storm and they done what good teams do. They were ahead, they kept ahead, they were just able to just stare that wee bit ahead. And of course,
well, I know sort of a wee bit of history.
Martina Morgan watching the mighty Davits from Cheshire over there in England. And of course, it's great to have you on board here this evening on this live Linwood's Donnelly sponsored Championship Junior Final 2017.
I was just saying, I had sort of followed Ballyhegan a wee bit at the beginning just to make up, and I noticed Ronan Murphy coming in as a manager. He was very focused, he got the lads very focused, and to be honest with you, he made the map, and this is the result.
Well, Eamon McKeever is a very, very happy man this evening. He just goes, yo-ho, Ballyhegan, so well done.
Yeah, and a text in from Charlie McKeever, and McKeever's are in Portadown. He's texting in too.
So
I'm not sure what drink promotion he'll put on tonight, but I'm sure he'll be doing something.
Well, to all the lads over there in Ballyhegan and over there in Portadown, wherever you're watching the game, whether it be in Ireland, England, Australia, America, wherever it is, you're very, very welcome on board here this evening. We're coming very close to the end of our live championship game here. And of course, not forgetting next weekend, where we have, of course, the big one, the county senior final and the county intermediate final.
Yeah, it'll be a brilliant game between Mahari and the Harps. I'm really looking forward to that one, just to see how the whole thing pans out. The Harps again very strong. Looking at Mahari
Ben
again.
Craley, the young man from Mahari's watching this evening.
Although I have to say the highest jump I've seen in the champion so far is Declan Loy. He was up there and must have been up 10 feet at one stage, but he made the leap. And again, the teams meeting in the middle. All the kids were here to play between the matches, between the kids from Ballyhegan and the kids from Thomas Davis. So that's a great way of extending friendship and extending the whole spirit of the GAA.
I think we're just going to keep running here till we get the presentation here in the first final here in the athletic grounds in the ecclesiastical capital here. Thomas Davis would be disappointed. The last time they won this was way back in 1982. They would be very disappointed. But Jojo, what can you say? Their second half performance, they just give it everything, and I suppose when you do that, you have no complaints. They had a couple of chances, they had a couple of goal chances. It didn't happen, but it could have happened and it didn't. And fair play to Ballyhegan. That man, Johnny McKeever, he took off 2 or 3 brilliant saves.
As you said, brilliant saves. They were coming straight at him, but that might have made the difference. Again, what can we say about Colin McKeever?
And we look out, we see Paul McCardle, our county chairman, waiting for the presentation to be given. And there's Brian Nixon, the referee, the famous referee from Ballyhegan. I don't know what age he is, but he must be 150, because I remember him refereeing in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s and the noughties.
He was giving out about these evening matches, disturbing his mass routine the other night when I was over in Ballyhegan.
I think you're allowed to.
Well, I think he'd be happy enough.
I think you're allowed just one misdemeanor to come to watch your club win the junior final. What an opportunity it is.
And
here.
a great Armagh fan as well, travels on the train to all the matches over the border when they're far away, because he never misses. He turns up at matches and you wonder how he gets there, and he gets there.
Well, as I look round here and I see Mary Murphy, Mary's over there in the west of Ireland. Mary, you can tell all your friends over in the west of Ireland that your club has just won the junior final. The last time they won it was way back in 1995. Paul McGrain Paul McGrain played, Paddy McKeever come on as his sub, and Charlie McKeever. I remember Charlie when he played for Ballyhegan, Noel Marley when he played for
son,
Ballyhegan.
Paddy Marley playing there.
What can we say? His son was playing there this evening, and what a connection all the way back through the generations and further afield.
Yeah, and the Ballyhegan flags out in the middle there have been waved. I'm sure there'll be a few stuck in different places around the country over the next few days.
There's an old saying in life: when you win a championship final, there'll not be a cow milk. But this evening in Ballyhegan, there'll not be an apple plucked in the orchard county this evening.
No, and there are plenty of them, so there are.
There is no doubt about it. So here we have it. We now await the presentation. And next week, of course, the county final, the senior final. But again, I must go back to this book here, Hugh Hullion, Ulster's Greatest Hero by Raymond Cairns. What a fabulous book. All sorts of stories. Absolutely, artwork is fabulous. It is absolutely brilliant. I can tell you what, folks, this would make a wonderful Christmas present. It would make
it's
a
an
wonderful
absolute
Christmas
gorgeous
present.
book. As I say, the illustration, I haven't read it yet, but the illustrations in it are fantastic. And I think he's another Armagh artist as far as I know.
It brings back great stories to the ecclesiastical capital, Patrick's famous city, saints and scholars, kings and cardinals. And here he is, the
young Paddy Marley.
Paddy Marley, the captain.
And the team are probably going to make their way over here eventually
Well,
once they've been called and shouted at.
Everybody gets very excited here, and Sean's looking over and says, please come over here. But I suppose when you haven't won a county final since 1995 junior,
you're not listening.
They're in no hurry. Paul McCardle's
taking the glory.
Enjoy your little moment here. Paul McCardle does great work here in the county.
Yeah. Ronan's having a heart attack, as we say, with all those people on the pitch, but Ballyhegan are celebrating.
And of course our club draw is a big thing coming up as well. Brilliant thing. Our club draw, the Armagh club draw as well. You'll get it in the back of the programme. Of course, 4 monthly draws, February, March, April and May. The tickets cost £100 that you can get from your club. The first prize is a Rannoch Clio. The second, £3,000. The third and fourth, £1,000 each. 5 and 6, 500. And of course then, there's £100 for 7 to 16. And then, of course, the club prize is, if somebody from your club, set of 24 judges and 4 coaching sessions for your club as well. So it's a brilliant opportunity.
Get into your club, get in there. Yeah, definitely.
The Ballyhegan players come over, and now they wait for the presentation. And we're going to the presentation now.
And this apart from the Paul McCardle, Horn, Sean Quinn, our captain, Davity, Ballyhegan, Paddy Marley. Paul McCardle, chairperson of armagh-gaa, will now present the Sean Quinn Cup to the Armagh Donnelly Group Junior Championship, or Junior Champions 2017.
Just before we present the cup, just a few words of thanks. First of all, can I thank the Donnelly Group for the sponsorship of all our championships this year, and for all our sponsors that you see around the pitch here and beyond. Thank them for all the contributions to armagh-gaa. Can I also just thank the referee, Colin Conway, and all his officials, and for all our officials this year who make our games possible, our championship matches. Finally, I just want to also thank all the volunteers who helped put on all the games this year in our championships. Everybody who's involved with the running of this particular stadium, this is the best GAA stadium in Ulster. It takes a lot of time and effort, so thanks to everybody. But tonight especially just want to pay tribute to one group who've been the talk of the country this past few weeks, and that's the volunteers in Armagh TV. There is no county in Ireland doing what the volunteers in Armagh TV, so I thank them and our sponsors Linwood for Armagh TV. Can I thank Thomas Davis and Ballyhegan Goblets for an excellent junior football final. I saw both of us playing your semi-finals, and everybody was saying this would be a close, tight contest. To Thomas Davis, can I just say, fellas, maybe just left yourselves too much to do, but I know the work that's been done in your club, both on the pitch and off the pitch, and I hope that the people of your area back you even more to to develop into a force in Armagh football, and I look forward to seeing you back here again soon. Keep up the good work. Ballyhegan, to the whole community of Ballyhegan, I suppose this is the sort of day to dream of when you're involved in your community in the GAA. Your ladies were absolutely fantastic earlier on, and I wish them for everybody in Armagh the best of luck in the rest of their Ulster Championship campaign. Well done, girls. I suppose at the end of the day, championships are all about winning. These fellas here are now the Armagh Junior Champions, and good luck to them. And can I just say, fellas, some excellent football tonight, some terrific score taking, and real hard work, and I've seen that in both the games that I watched this play this year. Congratulations to everybody in Ballyhegan. I know it's a small community, it's a tight community, and it's great to see rural clubs here lifting silverware. And can I now just pass the Sean Quinn Cup to your captain, Paddy Morley.
It gives me great pleasure to lift this cup on behalf of Ballyhegan Alex. It's been a long time coming, but lads, eventually we have done it. I want to thank the county board for organising this match today, and the referee and officials for the part they have made. I want to give huge credit to Crenchico for the sporting encounter they gave here today. I have no doubt that you will return and get the reward that you fully deserve. So could we get a round of applause for Crenchico, please? Before I go any further, I must thank a number of people who have helped us along this journey. I want to thank the committee for all their support throughout the year. In particular, Seamus McCann and Leo Morley. To our sponsor, Patrick McCann of Simply Fruit, your support is always greatly appreciated. Thank you. To all those behind the scenes who work tirelessly at keeping our club running, a special thanks must go to Seamus McCann, Big Shamey. He always looks after the pitch all year, and your work doesn't go unnoticed, Shamey. To all of our support, what can we say? Thank you for following us the length and breadth of the county. And some days you're wondering how the county board weren't paying you to watch us. To our families, wives, significant others, your support is invaluable. I know my wife will be hoping this run ends shortly to stop Ronan Murphy ringing me at 7:30 in the morning. To Tony Keegan, for all the help he has provided in the backroom team, thank you very much, Tony Keegan. To Tom Brennan of Satanta, you've worked tirelessly with us from November, and hopefully we've done you proud here today. To our manager, Ronan Spud Murphy. He brought a different dimension to our team this year, from his running sessions in Gorgonis and Peatlands Park to his harsh truths about what it takes to win and trying to predict what was going to happen in every match and never getting it right. But Rooney, thankfully he got it right tonight. To this bunch of lads, what can I say? Each and every single player on this team has made sacrifices. They've made sacrifices this year and every year to get to this point. Hopefully, lads, the sacrifices that you made are worth it that we have this cup. The commitment and dedication of this group is unquestionable, and they did everything that was asked of them. It took a while for this group of lads to believe in their ability,